You know what irks me the most about YouTube videos is at the beginning. They say, give us a thumbs up before you even see the video. So last night I tried working on my boat a little bit. Decided to go ahead and just start taking apart the engine. And it started getting dark enough to where I couldn't see all the parts that I needed to look at. And I had to take apart the whole front in order to get the carb out, which is what my primary goal was at the time. And it just wasn't going to work, so I had to wait till this morning to start working on that. There was one screw in the carburetor though that was kind of difficult to get to, and I didn't have a proper wrench to get it. Got my metric wrenches. 14, I have 15 and 17. Don't you just hate when you come to a bolt and you look through all your wrenches and you have every wrench but the one you need? I found my 16mm. So surprisingly, it was one of the easiest engines I've ever taken apart. All the hoses need to be replaced. I started taking all the water pump hoses and other hoses off first and found out the water was completely full. I don't know how long this water has been sitting inside this engine, but the whole thing was filled with water. I don't even know if it's salt water or fresh water, but it poured out into the boat, up to the front. Had to vacuum it out because about 20 miles up here somebody had caught some West Nile virus from a mosquito, and I don't want to breed mosquitoes, so this morning I woke up and saw these crows, and they were all eating something right next to my driveway. I'm like, what the heck is that? It was a rabbit. Crows. These crows were eating it right in front of my boat. One thing made in the USA. So then I had to take a power steering pump off. I didn't even know this thing had a power steering pump. Anyway, that was full, to my surprise. AT&T worker parked right next to the driveway and was watching me videotape taking apart this engine. I should have told him to subscribe. The inside of the engine was surprisingly clean. Looked like it just had an oil change. I was looking at the carburetor and it didn't look too bad. There was a couple of screws that looked like maybe needed to be replaced. But other than that, it looks like it could be cleaned up and rebuilt. Alright, so pulled a few parts off. And you got the carburetor. Okay, and this thing is terribly rusted. Boy, that engine cleaner is nasty smelling stuff. Maybe. Inside still looks good. I organized parts of the carburetor into little baggies so I know which part goes to what. So that's the parts. That's those parts. So you can buy like a 3-liter sonic cleaner for about $100 or less. I don't know, I figured I'd do it the old-fashioned way and just scrub it with a wire brush. Then I remembered my Dremel. There's the float that comes with the kit. So it looks like the carburetor had been rebuilt once. Pretty recently. The float looked in very good shape. The gasket inside looked okay. I might want to keep the spring. My understanding is that some of the kits are cheap springs and they don't adjust right, and you have them all assembled, and they end up having to take it all apart again and putting this one back. So we'll keep that. So overall, this was a pretty productive day. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.